So developing now at 4, the push to redraw Florida's congressional map appears to be moving faster than expected.
A special session got underway today in Tallahassee. Lawmakers are set to vote on those controversial lines that could cost Democrats 4 seats. West 2 News political reporter Greg Fox is live at the Capitol. Greg, it looks like there's no stopping this train.
No stopping the train as far as Republican leadership is concerned, and Democrats would agree that they think that this is going to happen quickly, likely by the end of tomorrow, and that despite more than 150 people showing up at the committee hearing here at the Capitol earlier this afternoon and letting the lawmakers who are handling the map know that they think it's unfair, illegal, and that they plan to fight it.
So help me God. Congratulations.
On the House floor, 3 new representatives were sworn in, including Democrat Emily Gregory, who in March flipped a Republican seat in a district that includes President Donald Trump's Mar-a-Lago home. The irony was fresh in the minds of state lawmakers as they know Governor Ron DeSantis is under intense pressure from the president to win approval of the governor's new congressional map. It could give Republicans up to 4 more seats in Congress. Both the state Senate president, Senate GOP members, and Republicans in the State House have indicated they're on board with the governor's plans, and they have the votes to approve it.
The governor drew a map, and it is our job to entertain that map, to debate it, to converse it, and to eventually vote on it. That's what this body is going to do. And everyone in this chamber is going to have an opportunity to ask questions, to have debate, and eventually to vote, either in favor or in opposition.
These maps go beyond just being illegal. These maps are racist.
Democratic Orlando State Senator Carlos Guillermo Smith.
They break up the Puerto Rican and Hispanic community in Central Florida into little pieces. They break up the Black and African American community across the state to intentionally dilute those communities' voting power.
And a confused young person does not vote.
More than 150 people signed up to speak to the redistricting committee, almost all of them in opposition.
Let's not make it worse
By having the complete lack of transparency to allow the voters to be able to look at it.
Thank you for your comment.
It should be rejected.
What part of no do you not understand?
37 yeas, 1 nay, Mr. President.
In other business, the Senate passed a measure that would create an artificial intelligence Bill of Rights introduced by Seminole County Senator Jason Broder.
AI grooming and sexually exploiting children.
But despite this social media post from the governor to encourage passage, the speaker tossed that and 2 other bills off the House calendar, delivering more pushback to the governor's agenda.
And again, this is going to continue into tomorrow, and coming up all new at 5, we'll hear from one of our local lawmakers from Central Florida, and also hear from the key Republican on that select committee that is handling the maps heading into tomorrow's votes. Covering the Capitol live in Tallahassee, Greg Fox, West 2 News.